Hi, glad you're back for the unboxing session, the second one from 3. If you're new here on the channel, you may want to look at the first session in the description below. For all the ones who survived number 1, you will have fun in the second one. And like in the first one, you see all the parts listed up in the description below. So have fun with it. Trucks, and these are outside sport mirrors. I think it's for the door style from 73 to 80, no, from 73 to 79, and they fit the newer doors. I don't like the elephant ears, and I have peep mirrors on the truck now, but these, I don't know if the camera can look and detect this. These are LED lights, which are turn signal indicators, like I have on my new Tahoe, for example. But there you see them. Here, they are so tiny, and you can't see them. Just when they light up, you see that. And these are nice. And the price is pretty good. They are cast something, no plastic, I think, and really handle nice, look nice. The polish is really good, and they are around 50 bucks per mirror. But this is worth the price. And they are from United Pacific. They manufacture that. United Pacific is a nice company which makes LED taillight conversions and LED headlights and all that stuff. They started with Ford Roadster parts and things like that, and they now also specialize in electronics and lights and conversions. This is nice stuff. Looking forward to installing that. So, defo, what might this be? Pieces are a set. Replacement parts? I don't know. Surprises, always nice. It's kind of like Christmas today. Oh, these are the turn signal lights that are sitting behind the grill. Okay, these are from LMC Trucks. They seem a little bit light, but it's plastic, it's okay. So I have to find the bypassing pigtail and lights for that, but that's not the problem. I think I can reuse many parts from the old headlights and parts I use. These will go behind the grill. I think the next one is this surprise box. With many small parts. Ooh, this looks good. These are ICT adapter plates for LS engines, and you can use them with old style small block valve covers like I have on the truck now. I could put these adapter plates on the head of the LS motor and put my old small block valve covers on if I want to. I bought them because that was the first idea I had. But now I'm switched. I ordered some Holley valve covers with the ignition coils in the valve cover. So these will be, I think, for sale if I'm ready. Very nice stuff. Nice, heavy aluminum. This is Dakota Digital. I ordered a Dakota Digital RTX dash for my truck, which will look factory, but is completely electronic, and it has two little TFTs in it, which you can use for different things. You can put different displays on that, and this is well, this is the gear shift position center for the Dakota Digital dash. So this will work with the transmission, and will show the gear you are in the display in the dash. So you don't have to use the column shift indicator on the steering column or in the original Chevy truck, because they are made from moving parts that look very old school and work very old school and not very precise. So I have a TH350 transmission now, which is 3 gears, and the 4L60E is 4 gears. So this will display the gear you're in the dash. Sometimes I try to be funny, and the first thing, clamshell mounts. Nice, yeah, that's would be new clamshell mounts for the Texas Steelworks engine adapters. This is cool. And what I was gonna say is, when I try to be funny, this is the only day I can hang out with some trainees and some dirty hookers. I don't know if it's really funny, but I find it funny. So what we have here? Oh, these are the energy suspension motor mount inserts for these clamshells, which will be much tighter than a conventional rubber mount, and will take out the movement on the engine. So, these are LMC truck headlight buckets for the new grille and headlights. Maybe I'll find the headlights too. Two. Three. And here's number 4 for the upper and lower headlights. So what else do we have here? Oh, I talked about the ignition coils, and this is the replacement adapters for getting the ignition coils on the firewall or somewhere hidden down around the engine. If you use the old style ignition cables and relocate the ignition coils from the valve covers. So what else do we have? Oh, these are the chrome strips for the headlight bezels. Oh, this is a timing cover installation tool from Mr.Gasket, especially for the timing covers on the LS motors. Which this one is the rear crankshaft alignment tool, and there should be one other. This one is the front crankshaft alignment tool, which you can put in, and you don't have to fumble around with the timing covers and don't damage the new seals in that. So this is, tools is always good. This is, I think it's the camshaft position sensor, brand new, of course. We don't stop with little parts. Then this should be the crankshaft sensor. Yep. There are different ones. If you have an engine with a 24 tooth or 58 tooth reluctor wheel. So you got to be careful which one you use, which one you order, and you got to have a little bit background knowledge around your engine if you do a swap like that. But I think no one will go without knowledge. This is the dimmer mount for the Dakota Digital dash. Nice billet aluminum knob. I'll see where I go position that one. And so you can dim the lights in your digital dash, which won't work with the OE headlight dimmer switch, because it's all electronic now. I'm going away from the old school mechanic stuff. This is an oil pressure transducer. This should be, yeah, this should fit for the Holley fuel system regulator. It says, oh, it's no oil pressure, it's a fuel pressure transducer. So you can monitor the vital functions and the gas fuel pressure on your gauge, which in fact works together with a digital dash from Dakota. So these are a handful of little parts that must be LMC Trucks, I think, because this is, yeah, these are the radiator mounting pads, upper and lower. Okay. These are, yeah, coat hook, it's inside parts. These are springs for the headlight buckets and all that little stuff. Screws and washers and nuts. And I'm going nuts with this. Okay. I'll go unpack that more when I come to that part of the truck, I think. And that won't be the first. I think they'll come kind of later. The truck will get new paint also. So I'll just test fit all the parts and then later put it all together for good. So what's up here? These are the headlight retainers that keep the actual headlights in the bucket. This is the proportioning valve. And these are more parts than one. Oh, I see. Okay. It's the proportioning valve for the four-wheel disc brake, which I'm gonna go for too, because the old drum brakes in the rear are very dated parts and it's a very dated technology, so I'll skip to four-wheel disc brakes, which give you a much better braking system at all, and it gives you more safety. And if you have big wheels, big open wheels, which I will have too, in 20-inch, they look much better too. And I think I'm going with the Willwood system, but I'm not finally decided on that. These are transmission adapters, and this is a oil pickup girdle for the oil pickup, which is in the oil pan, and they tend to pop out because they are held by O-rings and screws, and this secures the oil pan pickup, and yeah, it's less trouble. LMC truck parts, screws. I think these are all screws. I ordered all the complete stuff for the headlight conversion. This is LMC Trucks 2. Oh, this is the best. And it's heavy, so it's no plastic, I think. Hopefully. No. Wow. It says GM restoration parts, which is a good thing. And yeah, I think it's made in Taiwan anyway. But the feel is really good. And this is a key part to the truck. It may not drive, it may not run, but you have to know which truck it is. And this, my friends, if I can get it out, is an aluminum, cast aluminum Chevy bow tie. I love this. And it's fitting for the 83-84 grill. And yeah, nicely packed, nicely made. And the quality seems really good. I hope so. No, it is scratched already. That's bad. No. Oh, it's good. It's some kind of adhesive. So this is, wow, nice. I'm impressed. Ordered the right part. And the prices, they were okay. No high balling or something like that. And I love that. I think until I use it, I'll pin it to my bed. Wow, really impressive quality. The packing looks a bit poor, but if it says GM restoration parts, I think the quality seems to be better. Yeah, a lot of small parts. And I think that these won't be the last small parts I get. For the most things that goes in these departments, little parts and plastic parts, I think LMC Trucks is one of the best sources of that. And I bought parts from them for years now, and not always happy, but most of the time. So I think they'll stay. Nice plastic box, good for carrying all the small stuff. I'll put that here. Whew. I'm getting sweaty. What about you? More Holley goodness I ordered in the first step. Fuel system parts. This is service accessories. Let's look inside this. Oop. This is, oh, it's the bracket for the fuel pressure regulator, which you obviously need for the Terminator EFI system, because the EFI runs on around, I think, if I know that right, 55 to 57 psi, and our normally carbureted system runs on 8 to 10 psi. And please correct me if I have wrong data here, but this thing will yeah, put out the ride. It is made for the EFI systems. So and I had a fuel pressure part there, which is actually going to be screwed in here, and then is for the display. And if you don't have a manual fuel pressure display, you're gonna get this here, and you can use it with your Dakota Digital gauges. This is a pump kit assembly. Oh, this is a fuel pump, which I won't need anymore because I ordered a Sniper replacement fuel tank, which is already packed with all the stuff you need for that. And this is an external fuel pump system. And if you go deeper in the fuel system technology, you'll see that you better put up, this is a regulator and fuel filter. No, it's not a regulator, it's a pre-pressure thing. And if you go deeper in that system, you'll see that you better get an in-tank fuel pump instead of externally made pump, because of cooling and just in general better fuel flow with the internal pump. And it's much quieter also, because you mount the pump, the external pump, on the frame somewhere, and it's gonna be noisy. So this is a block-off plate for small block Chevy engines. So obviously you can use this for a conversion for a small block with a sniper system, which I'm not gonna use. So this may be for sale later. What's next? Do we have here? This is a big part. This is the radiator support. I think I'll go put it back in the bed. No, I put it here. This is the radiator support, which, yeah, the headlights will be mounted here. The headlight buckets I hold in the hands are put in here, headlights put in here, and the grille sits in front of it. And the radiator is sits behind this, and the condenser for the AC system, which I'll be also getting from Vintage Air. Maybe we'll find that later on the bed. And this is cool stuff. It's from LMC Trucks also. And the bad part of this is packing, shipping, and handling. So what do we have here? So space is getting tight, but this is a timing cover. Maybe you realize that the engine looks a little bit dirty, even though it is internally brand new. The only thing that remained old was the crankshaft, and it has all bearings are new. There is a camshaft from Brian Tooley Racing truck camshaft stage 1, which should hopefully get us a little sloppy aisle we all like from the small block, but we want performance, so we need new parts and not only sloppy aisles. This is the rear timing cover, where I can put in the tool I had earlier to keep this undamaged. I think we'll go and make a complete engine tutorial where I will hopefully get to put all these parts on the engine and show it to you in a video log kind of thing. So this is the rear cover for the crankshaft, and this should be the front cover. Water pump gaskets, brand new. Gasket sealer. Yep, this is the front cover, which is obviously made in China. Okay, but this is as good as it gets. You can buy these parts for very high prices and you can get them cheap, but I think the difference from the high price to the lower priced parts is not that big. As long as you won't build a really high performance engine, which this one obviously will not be. I think it'll be around 350 horsepower. It is okay. It should be getting a good cruiser, and with that transmission I hopefully can step on the gas and get a little nice fast cruiser. Yeah. This I bought from my friends at the Speedshop, US Speedshop in Hamburg. This is VHT engine animal in nice gray anthracite color. This should be, I think, stealthy looking and nicely contrasted with the black and polished parts. So these are more LMC parts, light packaged. I think it's plastic. Oh, these are A-pillar parts that my truck wasn't originally equipped with. It was just plain, and these are the parts that go and fit in the surrounding parts for the headliner, and they look nice. I gotta color match these to the interior color, which I think we'll see later somewhere. It will be in the tan, light brown color. I think the part number for the color of the interior parts by TMI will be number 405. It's called camel color. So no camel toes here. The other side, A-pillar, more plastic parts. The part numbers say LMC 385374 black. So these parts all come in black. The interior parts, like the coat hook and the surroundings for the headliner, because there are no, you have to color match them anyway. And these are the B-pillar parts, and I hope, yeah, they have the holes drilled in them for the safety belts. Then this is for the coat hooks, and yeah, these are plastic parts. I hope they'll fit. And I think everything in here is made in Taiwan. But that's okay. If they won't fit right, you gotta go and take a heat gun and heat them up a bit and get them in shape and fasten them and let them cool off, and they'll fit. This is the TMI seat frame, which will sit in the original location, mounting location from the truck. And you can put, I'm getting 2 single seats and a body console, and these are mounted on these, on these bracket. And the sliders for the seats are with the seats when I get them, so that should fit fine. And I got this from LMC Trucks because LMC Trucks carries TMI parts, but I didn't like the color. That the color choice of LMC is only dark brown and dark brown tan, and I didn't like it. And so I ordered the seats and the console directly at TMI, and I think it'll take 10 to 12 weeks to get that made for me and delivered later. So I won't unpack this because it's has some sharp edges here. Don't want to damage anything. This is big, and it says Vintage Air. Vintage Air is for creature comforts, and creature comforts in a car means an AC system.